Hello viewers, I'm Keerti Bhave. Welcome to this session on cementation. After going through this video, you will be able to state the principle of cementation and explain the process of cementation of metallic surfaces like shreddizing. What is cementation? Cementation is a technique of coating a metal with another by heating it with powdered metal, which infuses into the base metal and forms an alloy on the surface which acts as a protective coating. Why do we carry out cementation? Cementation is carried out basically to protect the metal against corrosion, sometimes to change certain properties like wear resistance, electrical conductivity, etc., and sometimes to protect metals against high temperature oxidation. What kind of surfaces should be coated by cementation process? Just give it a thought. Cementation is a process where a base metal is heated with powder of coating metal. Coating metal diffuses into the base metal, forming layers of alloy of varying composition. These alloy layers act as a protective layer. When the base metal is iron and the coating metal is zinc, the process is called as shreddizing. It is called colorizing when the base metal is iron or steel and the coating metal is aluminium. And when the base metal is iron, which is coated with chromium by the cementation technique, it is called as chromizing. As there is an alloy formation at the surface, there is really no change in the dimension of the article, and therefore this technique is used to coat small articles of uneven surfaces like bolts, screws, valves, etc., where dimensions are very important and critical. Let us do shreddizing process in detail. Shreddizing is a process of coating iron or steel with zinc by the cementation technique. The base metal is iron with a melting point of 1530 to 1200 degrees Celsius for various alloys of iron and steel, and the coating metal is zinc, which has a melting point of 419 degrees Celsius. This provides sacrificial protection to the base metal, and the composition of the coating is the base metal is iron and the coating layer is an alloy of iron and zinc as shown in the figure. Like any other coating process, the first step in shreddizing is preparation of the surface. The article which has to be shreddized is degreased, that is, it is rinsed with dilute alkali to remove grease or any foreign particles sticking to the surface of the article. Then it is rinsed with water followed by pickling, that is, rinsing with dilute sulfuric acid to remove any compounds formed on the surface of the article. Again, it is rinsed with water and then etching treatment is given so that the coating which will be done after shearodizing adheres properly. The process of shearodizing involves the article to be packed in a rotating drum-like furnace. So the nails or whichever they are packed in a drum-like furnace when it is heated at a temperature of around 350 degrees Celsius to 370 degrees Celsius. This temperature is less than the melting point of zinc, which is 419 degrees Celsius, which means the operating temperature is less than the melting point of the coating metal. The duration of heating depends upon the thickness desired. It may be anywhere between 3 hours to 12 hours. When this is done, the zinc infuses itself into the upper layer of the article and forms an alloy which acts as a protective layer without really changing the dimensions. Now let us compare the process of shearodizing with galvanizing. Shearodizing is coating of iron with zinc by cementation technique, while galvanizing is coating of iron with zinc by hot tipping technique. The operating temperature for shearodizing is 350 degrees Celsius to 370 degrees Celsius, which is less than the melting point of zinc, while the operating temperature in case of galvanizing are 425 degrees Celsius to 460 degrees Celsius, which is higher than the melting point of zinc, that is 419 degrees Celsius. In shearodizing, zinc gets infused into iron, forming iron-zinc alloy at the surface. While in case of galvanizing, layers of iron-zinc alloys are formed to which the outermost layer of zinc sticks. Shearodizing is a process used for small articles where dimensions are very important and critical, like bolts, nuts, screws, etc. And galvanizing is mostly used for large surfaces like sheets, pipes, wires, fences, etc. Let us revise the key concepts. Cementation is a technique of coating a metallic surface with another metal. An alloy is formed at the surface and therefore no significant change in dimensions. Used for small articles as nails, nuts, bolts, screws, etc., where dimensions are critical. Coating of iron or steel with zinc by cementation process is shearodizing. And coating of iron or steel with chromium by cementation process is chromizing. And coating of iron or steel with aluminium by cementation process is colorizing. I hope you have understood the concept of cementation and shearodizing. Wish you happy learning. Thank you.